Welcome to your stimulus check update for Wednesday, October 7th. Nancy Pelosi has said that Donald Trump has missed out on a huge opportunity to get stimulus out to the American people. As well, Mark Meadows, chief of staff at the White House, has said that stimulus negotiations are off. He is confirming they're done. Also, the feds are warning that if fiscal stimulus is not approved very soon, enormous consequences will follow with the economy. So let's dive into this and dig a little bit deeper on each of these items. So yesterday, Trump canceled all stimulus negotiations going on with the Democrats, specifically with Nancy Pelosi. That means Steve Mnuchin is no longer going to be negotiating with Nancy Pelosi on the next stimulus package. The reason why he says he canceled the stimulus negotiations is because Nancy Pelosi wouldn't budge from her $2.2 trillion stimulus package. Now, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Is that really why? Do you think this is a negotiating strategy? Do you think he just has never wanted to pass stimulus? What do you think? Many of you are saying down in the comments that you don't even think $1,200 is enough anymore. You think that it needs to be much more than that to have any substantial effect on the economy. So let me know in the comments what you think, how much is enough, and also is his reasoning good enough, that Nancy Pelosi wouldn't move from the $2.2 trillion package. I mean, all he had to do was go up $500 billion and he would have been at her package. Trump told Steve Mnuchin to stop all these negotiations with Nancy Pelosi. It was his call. He told him to stop. Then Steve Mnuchin called and said, hey, we're done with negotiations. Although, here's a bit of good news. Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi spoke on the phone today. Again, I don't know what that means. I don't know what they talked about. There was no reports of it, but they did speak on the phone. The stock market yesterday, as many of you had seen, had tanked. Today, it's up dramatically. So that is because they're hopeful on the stimulus news, I guess. I don't know. They're hopeful that Trump will pass something and get something done with Nancy Pelosi. I think they may be a little bit optimistic, but if you want to start investing, click the link down below for the Webull app. You can get a free stock. If you download the app and deposit $100, you don't have to spend the $100. You just got to deposit it like a savings account. Get a free stock. Could be valued up to $1,400, so kind of cool. Anyway, onward. Trump late last night had a tweeting frenzy, and in that tweeting frenzy, he said that he wanted to get specific stimulus packages passed, right? So he wanted to get a stimulus bill passed for just stimulus checks for the people, $1,200 checks for each individual. And so a married couple will get $2,400 and each dependent $500 thereafter. He also wanted a package on its own for PPP loans. He also wanted a package on its own for airline bailout money, which that seems like the most bipartisan one of them all for some reason. I don't get why checks aren't number one. This is nuts. You're like working for the American people, but yet you want to bail out airlines more than anything. I don't know. Seems crazy to me. Anyway, so after all of that, Mark Meadows came out today and said, yes, I am confirming stimulus negotiations are off. They're donezo. Nancy Pelosi then came out and said in some interviews, she said the Democrats were opposed to passing an individual bill in the absence of a broader deal, calling that a missed opportunity. So she's saying that they should have gotten a whole package passed and that it's a huge missed opportunity that they aren't getting this done. And she does not want to get individual bills passed. Although last week she did say she was for an individual bill just to bail out the airlines because they've said they need to lay off a bunch of employees. So that's why they need to bail out the airlines. And I do feel for those people who would lose their jobs, and I do think that's necessary. I just think that the American people are right there as well with the airlines. Just my opinion. Let me know what you think. As well, Mark Meadows said, the secretary, speaking about Steve Mnuchin, and I have been talking about what we can do with standalone bills to help airlines, small businesses, and the American people with stimulus checks. So hopefully we can convince Speaker Pelosi to do something on a standalone basis. They aren't going to convince her anything. That Nancy Pelosi is not going to be convinced to do that. She wants the whole package, and that's what she has said from the beginning. So why don't the Republicans just do it? I don't know. If you know, again, let me know, because I don't know. The feds are warning, and I said this in the introduction, of enormous consequences if fiscal stimulus is not approved soon. You guys, I just hope that something gets passed soon for the sake of the individuals who actually need that help, especially the unemployment. I don't know why there isn't any talk about unemployment assistance in a standalone bill. I mean, I get that they disagree on the number, but they need to get something, in my opinion, passed for unemployment. Those are some of the individuals who have been hit the hardest and who need it the most. Also, rental assistance. Like, I don't know, just some of these things. In like schools, that was a huge deal a few weeks ago. Are schools all of a sudden not a huge deal? I don't know. Seems a little bit crazy to me. But that's where they stand on the stimulus negotiations and stimulus updates. I will keep you guys updated as more information comes out. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Do something that makes you happy. I love each and every one of you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.